Hi, I'm a.k.a. and welcome to your restorative rest practice. Today's restorative rest practice is focused on yoga for alleviating lower back pain. If you have some props available, I would suggest you might have a book that you could use or a block. If you don't have them, that's fine. You can still do the practice. A blanket or a towel. The towel you would fold in half the long way, and then once it's folded in half the long way, then you can roll it up into a small roll to begin with. And then to start, you can put this on pause if you need to and go grab your goodies and come back. But if you're ready to start, take this, place it underneath your sit bones, and give yourself a nice throne to start off with for today's practice. We start intention moving into healing, especially when it comes to lower back pain. There can be a lot of chronic stress or kind of this feeling like, when is it ever going to go away? So we'll begin the practice today with some compassion for ourselves and for the back. If this is not a comfortable position for you, you can start laying down on your back. But beginning sitting up nice and tall, rolling the shoulders up, down, and back, placing the hands in front of the heart, closing the eyes and focusing our attention up into the center of the brow. Take a nice deep inhalation. And exhaling all the way out as if you're blowing out a birthday candle out the mouth. Hold the breath out on the exhale, and then inhale again, the deepest breath of your day in through the nose. Holding for a second at the top. This slows down the nervous system, and then exhaling, breathing out the mouth. One more time, inhaling in through the nose, into the center of your proud chest, filling up the back, filling up the belly, 360 breath, and then exhaling, belly button back towards spine. Beautiful. And setting an intention for your practice today, whether it is to bring healing into your body, whether it is to just slow down and reconnect with yourself, and using this gift of the breath and the gift of consciously coming into movement in the body does bring healing. So you've done the hardest part, which is showing up. So give yourself a little love for that. Beautiful. One more deep inhalation here in through the nose. Exhaling all the way out the mouth. Releasing anything that's not serving you anymore. And you've been squeezing all the air out at the bottom of the breath. Beautiful. And letting that go. Slowly opening up the eyes. Inhale the arms up above the head. Reach, gather all the way into the center of the chest, and exhale, hands back to the heart center. Inhale, reaching through the fingertips, expanding, extending. You might look up towards the hands, and then exhale, bring hands back to heart center. And one more, incorporating breath like this, reaching in, grabbing in that healing that you're calling into your body, into your life, and exhale, bringing that back to your heart center. Beautiful. We'll reach the hands down to the knees, chin down towards the chest, breathing into the back of the neck. Nice long neck. Belly button back towards spine. And then exhale, chin up towards the sky. And beginning to just chin down towards the chest. Beginning to make that connection with the neck as part of the spine. And just take a few neck extensions And chin back down towards the chest. And experiencing the breath, coordinating the movement, chin up, exhaling, chin down. One more breath like that. Beautiful. This time we're going to extend the fingertips forward, interlacing the fingers. Excuse me. And then bringing the hands up towards the sky. Folding over towards the left side. Very nice. And inhale back to the center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale back to center. Extending up, nice and tall, elbows back towards the ears. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Back to the right. It's beautiful. And take this out from underneath you. Extending the left leg out. We'll come into a head to knee pose. And reaching the hands forward, torso extended toward the leg. If this is a lot for your lower back, you can bend the knee here, and the legs don't have to be as open as this. Whatever's good for your body. So squaring off the hips, taking your roll and placing that on your thigh, inhaling the chest up nice and tall, and exhale, extending out of the hips. Belly button moves back towards spine, torso towards legs. Extending over the legs. You begin to feel this stretch from deep in the hip flexors, extending out the lower back. And releasing the torso, squeezing the elbows in towards the leg. Noticing what's happening with the breath. Can you come back to the breath? And here, allowing the breath to come into that ujjayi or victory breath, if you're familiar with that. The breath being as if you're filling up or breathing into the back of the throat. Compressing the breath. And then a gentle snoring sound, like a baby snoring on the exhale, breathing out the nose as well. Really sending tension in the neck. Relaxing the head and the jaw. Eyes even coming closed, gaze moving inward towards the center of the brow. And with every exhalation, you'll find the body relaxes and the torso expands and extends, extending out of the top of the head. Beautiful. One more breath like that here. And then walking the hands back up. Noticing even if there feels like there's a little compression or tension in the back body, just bringing some love and awareness into that. You can even bring your hands onto the back. So you can warm your hands up here, bring your hands onto your back and kind of rub behind your kidneys and your lower back, and then switching legs. Right leg extended, left leg bent, moving the roll over to the top of the right thigh. Inhale, extend out of the spine, moving the torso so that it's parallel, hips squared towards right toe. Extend nice and tall up through the top of the head, top of the spine. And on the exhale, framing the leg with the feet, framing the leg with the hands, and then exhale, bending forward, hinging forward from the hips. Extending out of the lower back, up the mid back, allowing the torso to fall forward. And in here, because we're really going for this expansion and extension, it's not so much about the head coming down towards the knee, but really that extension out of the back of the lower lumbar spine. Again, squeezing the elbows in towards the knee, torso parallel to the leg, and exhaling, extending out on the exhalation. Relaxing the eyes, jaw, relaxing the chin towards the chest. Breathing up the back side of the neck. Beautiful. Notice what's happening to the breath. And on every inhalation, feeling that expansion of the belly as it presses against the top of the leg or the little roll that you have set up with your towel or blanket. One more breath here, rolling the shoulders up and down as well. Noticing the space that's happening between each vertebra with the blanket of the breath. And on the inhale, walking yourself back up. Beautiful. Again, warming the hands here. When it feels like you can actually feel some heat in the hands, then placing the hand on the lower back, kidneys, and that lower lumbar spine, and just noticing the support, how the back feels. Again, extending that idea of compassion and non-judgment to where the body is today, and then drawing that right leg back in. This time, we'll place the feet together, the knees wide apart into Baddha Konasana, a bound ankle pose. You can take whatever it is that you have, place it underneath your thigh or underneath the calves is even a better place. If you have just a very short prop extended to support the knees up. The feet can be far away from the torso, they can be closer depending on what's happening with the hips and the back. Grabbing a hold of the front of the shins, inhaling, shoulders up and down and back. Breathing into the front of the chest. Bottoms of the feet come together. Tall, extending out the side of the neck. Inhaling, breathing into the back body. And on the exhale, bending the elbows, pressing them into the tops of the thigh, and allow yourself again to press out, hinging from the hips, pressing down in onto the thighs and extending out of the back body from the lower spine all the way to the top of the head. And noticing how grounding this feels with the hips extended onto the floor. Drawing the chin down towards the chest. You might even begin to walk the hands forward if it's available for you. And using each exhalation to really release and allow the body to relax. We'll be here for another minute. So really just allow yourself to settle in here. Feeling the belly as it rises and falls. Maybe even tilting the pelvis forward, extending out the back of the sit bones. Allowing this healing balm of the breath. Inhaling in the back body. Exhale out, releasing anything that is no longer serving you. If you are a visual person, you might even on the inhale breathe in light energy, solar energy. But it feels like when you're sitting in the sunshine, the quality of that crystalline light. And then on the exhale, releasing out the breath, out the mouth, even releasing any gray or stuck energy. The belly button draws back toward the spine. Really allowing this gift of the full breath to enter the body. The gift of the full exhalation to leave the body. This natural expansion that happens, this natural dance of the breath that happens so undetected most of the time. But as we bring our awareness and shine the light, the focus of our light, our mind's eye onto the breath, the body breathing itself. How it allows calm and relaxation to enter the body. Especially in these forward folding positions. One more breath here. Deep into the lower back, extending out. And then pressing into the hands when you're ready on the exhalation. Walking the hands back towards the midline of the body. Rotate the shoulders up, down, and back. And let yourself sit in this equilibrium nice and tall. Notice how open the hips feel here. Well, we've also extended that release into the lower back. Opened up the hip flexors and the psoas. And just let your body come back to equilibrium. Deep, full inhalation, releasing completely on the exhalation. Fantastic. Removing your props, and we will come onto our backs. Bringing the knees up, bent. The back of the hands can reach the back of the feet if that's available. Feet hip width distance apart. Inhaling deep into your chest. Breathing, exhaling out. And really press the lower back into the floor. So pressing from the mid, lower vertebra, the mid back, then might sway off the floor. The back of the floating ribs pressing into the floor. The heart presses into the floor. Back of the neck presses into the floor. And you might even notice this gentle tilting of the tailbone up towards the ceiling. And that really lets you know that your whole back chain, the whole chain in chiropractics or in kinesthesiology, they often talk about the chain of the way the muscles and the bones all move together. And when we engage from the top of the head all the way down the spine through the tailbone, we have a stronger connection to the body. And this can often help to begin to alleviate some of the lower back or any type of back pain. And then on the inhale, draw the knees in towards the chest. Grab a hold of the shins. And exhale. Then interlace. Grab a hold of both of the shins. Interlace the fingers if that's comfortable for you. And using the forearms to really push in on the shins. Extending now that tailbone off of the floor and that midpoint of the lower back that sometimes might sway off the floor. In other positions, pressing that deeply into the floor. Nice deep breath, breathing all the way down into the bottom of the pelvis bones. Using the breath to release any tension in the bottom chain of the spine. Beautiful. One more inhalation here. Exhale and release. And then release the feet back down to the ground. We're going to take our block or book, if you have it available, and place it underneath, right underneath the tailbone, the bottom of the lumbar spine. Inhale, pressing the belly button up towards the sky. Even if you just have the blanket and you want to press that or a towel underneath, and squeezing in through the thighs and releasing the lower back down onto the surface. So supported bridge here. If you don't have a prop and you're doing this with just the strength of your own body, you press your elbows into the ground, hands up, palms facing each other in robot arms. Inhale, lifting the pelvis off of the ground. And then exhale, releasing the lower back down onto the ground or the surface that it's lying on, the block. And one more time, inhale, lifting the tailbone off the ground, the mid-back off the ground. Chest comes up towards the ceiling, engaging the lower back up off of the block of floor. And then exhale, releasing the lower back, the mid-back, back down onto the surface of the block or the floor. And we'll rest here. Taking 3 breaths in the supported pose. Notice, can you bring the gift of awareness to the body by following the breath in? If you have a challenge with that, you're not alone. The mind tends to wander. That's its function, but we can bring it back with the attention by even saying to ourselves, inhaling in, I'm inhaling in, following the breath into the body. And on the exhale, exhaling out, and exhaling out, and washing the body as all the breath moves. One more breath like this on your own. Maybe even holding the breath at the top of the inhalation. And on the exhalation, releasing the breath. Pressing into the feet. Reaching down, grabbing a hold of that block, moving it out to the side. And then slowly rolling down the back, vertebra by vertebra. Upper, middle, and very slowly the lower back. Press it into the floor. Beautiful. Again, and then drawing the knees in towards the chest too. Squeeze the knees together if that's available to you. Interlacing the fingers, really pressing into the front of the shins. Extending the back of the neck long against the floor. Deep, full breath. Complete, sweet exhalation. And then releasing the feet along the floor, we'll move into our guided rest portion or Yoga Nidra. So arms facing up towards the ceiling in Shavasana, feet hip distance apart. We'll systematically begin to scan the body. If you think you might get a little chilly, we'll be here for about 10 minutes. So you place that blanket over yourself so that you are lying relaxed and toasty warm. And take your final adjustments that you need to become comfortable. Now, grounding yourself, allowing a feeling of relaxation to wash over the body. Allowing your inner being to feel at ease, comfortable and secure. Feeling the body relaxed, lying on the floor. And just imagine, not even really so much imagining, just using all of your senses. Noticing the sounds of the space that you're in. Noticing any smells, the place you're in. Using the sense of taste, even any taste on your tongue. Relax the tongue, the eyes, the jaw. Noticing any colors or on the eyelids or images, relaxing the eyes in their socket. And then just allowing yourself to be completely present, yet at ease and relaxed. And as you do this, note in your body where you feel warm and relaxed. Knowing that you can return to the secure place of well-being at any time during your practice or at any time of day. Whenever you need to feel secure, calm, and relaxed. Now let the sound of my voice be your guide and support you in experiencing sensations throughout the body. And name each area of your body. You might silently repeat to yourself to keep present. But you don't have to move anything. Whatever you experience at this moment, just allowing yourself to go on this journey of sensation throughout the body. Bring your awareness to your mouth. Bring your attention to sensations inside of the mouth, the roof of the mouth, inside of the cheeks. Noticing the throat, the tongue, the entire mouth as a field of sensation. Noticing the ears, the left ear, the right ear. Sensing both ears at the same time. Welcoming the breath as pure sensation in the nose, the left nostril, the right nostril, both nostrils at the same time. Now aware of the eyes, the left eye, the right eye, both eyes together, a field of sensation. Now sensing the scalp, the back of the head, the neck, the inner ears, relaxing the eyes, relaxing the jaw. The whole head is relaxed. Upper chest, upper back, middle chest, middle back, abdomen, lower back, the entire torso as a field of sensation. Left buttocks, left hip, thigh, knee, left calf, left foot and toes, the entire left leg, right buttock, right hip, right thigh, right knee, right calf, foot and toes, the entire right leg. Sensing both legs at the same time. Sensing the right arm, the left arm, the right hand, the left hand. Sensing the entire front of the body. Back of the body, left side, right side, sensing the entire body inside and out as a field of radiant sensation. Now become aware of the body breathing. Notice the flow of the breath as sensation enters in through the nostril. Observing the abdomen as it gently rises, breath flowing in. Releasing as breath flows out. No need to change anything. The body breathing naturally, rhythmically. In breath, abdomen rising. Out breath, abdomen falling. Aware of the body as it breathes itself. Now bring your awareness to your breath, this time beginning at the number 11. You'll count backwards, starting with the number 11, breathing in, 11, breathing out, 10, breathing in, 10, breathing out, and so on. Take your time, beginning at 11. Breathing in, 11, breathing out. Slow and steady with the breath. If you lose count, going back to 11. Let that go. Bringing the awareness attentive to the sensations throughout your body. Noticing any feelings of pleasure, happiness, joy, just a particular feeling of ease, or allowing a recall of a particular event from your life, maybe even a time when you were living pain-free, that invites feelings of pleasure, joy, or well-being into your body right now. Welcoming whatever emerges just as it is. Perhaps experiencing the sensation of joy as an inner smile that radiates from your heart. the heart smiling, and this smile of sensation expanding throughout the entire body, flowing out into your chest, your arms, your hands, down the spine, into the pelvis, the legs, the feet. Radiant joy flowing up the head, the face, the mouth, the lips, the eyes, the brain, smiling. The entire body smiling. Radiant and alive, with a feeling of well-being, relaxation, or just a sense of being okay just as you are. Allowing that sense of well-being to extend into any part of your body that needs this extra radiance, healing, and aliveness. Now imagine going about your daily life, noticing sensations, noticing this inner feeling, this inner smile of radiant well-being and spaciousness. In thoughts, spaciousness in emotions, all the while feeling yourself, this unchanging, spacious, aware being, allowing everything as it comes and goes. Breathing into the space of calm, breathing into the space of healing. Now taking your time transitioning to your alert and wide awake state of wakefulness, beginning to sense your body on the floor, the room around you, wiggling your fingers and your toes, moving your body, reorienting to where you are, where you're going, perhaps sealing in this intention into your day, into your week. When you're feeling ready, rolling over to your right side in the fetal position, settling that in, and then coming to sitting in a fully alert and wide awake position when you're ready. Placing the hands in front of the heart, palms together in Anjali Mudra. And before ending your practice, feeling the gratitude for taking the time to extend into your healing practice today. Giving thanks and welcoming your loving self and experiencing this open spaciousness of well-being. You, perfect as you are, your whole self, whole, healthy, and perfect just as you are. Spacious and unfolding. And bowing your chin down to your chest, breathing into the back of the neck, giving thanks for the space of healing and ancestors in this space. Namaste and Ashe.